He might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. James is checked in for Davis. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And he's good on the second. Brooklyn leading by 12. Bird passes to Irving. Thompson outside. Over to the wing. McHale. Three-pointer, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Horton Tucker. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And here is Irving. Thompson outside. Shoots over Rondo. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Irving.
And he can get to the medium range as Klay's able to find some room and still trigger it.
Here's James. Puts up a deep three. That shot missing. And so it's Brooklyn. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
It's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Dwight Howard out there with James. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. And it's Rondo in at point guard. And for Brooklyn, they've got Klay Thompson. And it's Irving in at the 2. Fires in the triple. Thompson's got 5.
Just so remarkable and consistent from distance is Klay Thompson.
Pass to Ariza. Back to Rondo. Outside Horton-Tucker. Beyond the arc. Yes, sir. Great play by Rondo to set him up. He has 7.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
LeBron James.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Outside, Rondo. Pass to Horton-Tucker. Let's go with a 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
So hard to contain LeBron. He's explosive and clever and unpredictable. It's kind of a nightmare for any defense.
Gabriel, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Westbrook comes in for Rondo.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Drops in the 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to James. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 14. To the middle. James brings the double team. Here's Bird. Off the window. It's good. Bird's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Left side, Horton Tucker. Westbrook taking his time here. Brooklyn pulls it in. Deflects the pass to the paint. Here's Irving. Pass to Oden. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Here's James. Oh, there's the alley. And slam dunk by James.
LeBron gets behind the eyes of the defense for the highlight reel jam.
.157 left to play in the half. James against James. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run.
Did you see LeBron just shrug off that contact there? It's like nothing even hit him.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Davis, he's checked in for LeBron. Anthony comes in for Ariza. And Reeves is subbed in for Horton Tucker.
LeBron James. At the line for one.
That free throw good from James. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
1:33 left in the second period. Anthony against Irving. Anthony, the pass to Westbrook. Reeves with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. He's got a piece of it. Here's James. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. James has got 13 now.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
First team foul.
1:03 left in the half. Now here's Reeves. Tightly guarded. To get back on track. James with the rebound.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Here's James.
Over the
Are
top.
you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing.
Man. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
30 seconds left to play in the second quarter. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Reeves with a screen on Curry. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's James. And James throws it down.
And LeBron continues to self-dial himself. Look at him, he's in a groove.
Now Anthony. A deep three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Brooklyn out in front, running away with this one. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Davis. And it's Gabriel in at the 5 down low. And for Brooklyn, they've got James. And it's Robertson in at the shooting guard position.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And he's got his 4th free throw of the game.
One shot.
Now here's Westbrook. He's scoreless. For 3. James with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Right side Curry. Pass to Robertson. Fires from deep. Here's Eaton. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
2-second violation. Home team ball.
Westbrook with it. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his 2nd personal foul. First team foul.
Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. James deciding where to go with it. Oh, and he nails it from the high post. James has got 6.
Love seeing LeBron rise up with confidence in the mid-range. That's a good shot.
Here's Robertson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Reeves, the pass to Westbrook. Reeves with a screen on Curry. Clock at 6. Back to Reeves. Oh, he picked him clean. James inside. Davis on him. Shot's good by James. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Outside Davis. Outside Reeves. For 3, James. James with the rebound. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pulls up. Here's Eaton. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Well, hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And here's Reeves. Still no points. For 3, Westbrook. Brooklyn pulls it in. Eaton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Curry passes to James. Here's Robertson. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Knocks it down from distance. 14 points for him.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Brooklyn with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. And it's in there. James has got 24 points.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half. Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Reeves has gone 1 for 3 from deep tonight. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
Not the first, and certainly not the last time we'll see this. LeBron finding airspace.
1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Davis. And there's Reeves. That one's good on the assist by Davis. Reeves has got 5 points now this quarter.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Bird. Here's Eden. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Gabriel. Ariza comes in for James. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Reeves. And it's Rondo in for Westbrook. Pass to Rondo. Floats one, and he takes it up and lays it in.
Trickery of Rondo. You know he loves to go for those floaters from time to time.
McHale, the pass to Thompson. Now Irving. It's stolen away. Here's Ariza. Yet to see a basket. Going inside. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. He's off on that one. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Brooklyn out in front, delivering the blowout. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. James is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Dwight Howard. Then there's Rajon Rondo. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 2-guard spot.
Quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch-and-shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
Outside, Rondo. He tries for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Ewing's got 5 rebounds in the game. Irving finds Thompson. From outside the arc. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so Thompson will bring it up for Brooklyn. There's the triple. Drains the triple. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And James puts up a deep 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pass to Thompson. For 3, Anthony. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time for 3.
And there's James from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And they'll get another chance. Three-pointer, Anthony. Rebounded by Rondo.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
James passes to Horton Tucker. Fires the 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Down low. Here's Howard. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thompson at
He got his timing down.
Onside.
Man, you don't see Clay get up like that all that often. That was impressive.
James outside. Pass to Ariza. No good with the triple. And Brooklyn with possession here.
2 minutes remaining.
Anthony outside.
2 minutes.
Off the mark there with a three. Now Los Angeles with it. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Some changes for Los Angeles. Anthony's checked in for Ariza. Thomas comes in for Horton Tucker. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Rondo. For three, Anthony. Rebounded by Gay. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Here he goes. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
Well, that's timing on the back end to get in there on the slash. The initiative by Rudy Gay on offense that time paying off.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Here's Thomas. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Anthony against Gay. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
And Rudy Gay not messing around that time on the inside, getting up quickly and all the way to the rim.
1:19 left in the final quarter. Westbrook outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Thompson finds Gay. Driving in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Anthony.
Well, Rudy Gay had a step on him, and once he gets that, you're pretty much toast with that kind of size. He drives right in there.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Gabriel, he's checked in for Howard. Davis comes in for Anthony. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Thomas. Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Westbrook, the pass to Reeves. Davis with it. The three. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
35 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Reeves. Pass to Davis. They need this. Brooklyn pulls it in. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Griffin outside. Rebound, Anthony Davis. James outside. So we see Brooklyn get the win here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. And we present the player of the game, LeBron James.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Jay Crowder out there with Horford. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Brown. And it's Smart in at the shooting guard. And for Brooklyn, they've got LeBron James. Robertson is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Bird. And it's Eaton in at the center, locking down the middle. And here's James outside. And Oscar Robertson with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And it's good for two.
In the painted area, it's where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Thomas kicks to Horford. Larry Bird grabs the miss. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. About a minute played so far here in the first. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here is Thomas. Brown outside. Back to Thomas. Pass to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thomas.
Look, just give Curry credit. When he hustles on defense, it makes a difference.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Thomas. Brown deciding where to go with it. Thomas against Curry. To halt the run. Thomas's shot is off. Robertson with it. Now Thomas defending from deep. LeBron bangs home the trifecta. LeBron's got 5.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And now the first timeout call here for Boston. Ewing's checked in for Brooklyn. Boston also with the sub. Olynyk's checked in. Here's Crowder. Up and in on the layup.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Curry's shot is good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to Olynyk. Now, Crowder. Jacks up a 3. Eaton grabs the miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Left side Curry. Play from Robertson. Here's Eaton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Horford.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the deep.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Zeller, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Here's Thomas to the wing right side. Zeller passes to Crowder. The 3 from Thomas. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Olynyk. Back to Thomas. Here's Olynyk. Shot to stop the run. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's Ewing penetrating. And then Ewing with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Robertson with the steal. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And then Ewing with the jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now here's Thomas. Hasn't made one yet. That misses, and he's 0 for 4. Here's Robertson. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want. The guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Zeller setting the pick for Crowder. 1 second left. In deep, Zeller drops it in.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And so it's Brooklyn taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
On the floor for Boston. Horford is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Gerald Green. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Collins in at the 3 slot. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
The Celtics making a switch here. Davis is checked in.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And Olynyk kicks to Horford. Rozier with the ball. He's picked up by Ewing. And it's Rozier missing.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Irving dishes to Ewing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Bird. The kick out to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from McHale.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. LeBron comes in for McHale. Then for the Celtics, Tyler Zeller's checked in for Olynyk. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Davis. Inside and stolen by Oden. And here we go. Fast break and Bird's got it. James gets the bucket.
The adjustment. Man, what a finish.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Now Rozier. Scoreless thus far.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Smart's checked in for Green.
Substitution for the away team.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. On the wing, Burke. Fade away. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Horford with the screen on Irving. Smart, wide open, he fires. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Robertson, he's checked in for Bird. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Thompson. Then for the Celtics, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Horford. Green comes in for Tyler Zeller. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Rozier. Olynyk, a screen on Curry. Thomas. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And he comes up with the deuce. And now that's 11 points for LeBron.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
In the corner, Smart with it. Brown outside. And it's off from three-point range. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 17-6.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. It's stolen by Curry. Driving inside. And Curry throws it down hard.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Thomas passes to Green. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. Green's got 6 points.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw, good, Irving.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Al Horford is checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and Jake Crowder's subbed in for Gerald Green. Brown, no good. And they're running. Here's James. And that one comes up a bit short. They get a hand on it. Here's Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Second team foul.
Free throw, good, Irving.
Julius Irving.
Both shots good from the stripe. 29 seconds left here in the second. Robertson against Thomas. LeBron grabs the miss. Here's Irving. And good that time. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Thomas with it. With 1 on the clock. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Brooklyn going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oscar Robertson has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
They've got Bird. Curry is out there with Robertson. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Eaton in at the 5, home in the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Thomas kicks to Smart. Left side, Brown. Pass to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's foul number 2 for him.
Love the response by Brown, marching right back down and dropping in his own 3.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Curry outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 8.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Brown. That shot missing. Bird with some nice D. Brooklyn with the ball. The drive by James. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Now look, this won't go down as a block, but the D made him change his shot, and that was enough.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him. Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
There's the triple, and LeBron with the basket, the assist by Curry. He's got 16.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Brown wide open, he fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
So it's the Celtics now. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And it's Brown missing. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
Bird against Brown. The 3 from LeBron. Rebound by the Celtics. Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Thomas. Back to Smart. Down low. Here's Crowder. It's deflected.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
Home team foul.
Boston making a switch here. Olynyk checked in.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Smart. Now here's Crowder. Back to Smart. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. And James pulls it down. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Thompson from long range. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Thomas dishes to Horford. Fires for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Horford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Anthony. And then for Boston, Gerald Green, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Rozier in for Thomas. Thompson against Rozier. Brown outside. Olynyk, a screen on Irving. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Irving passes to McHale. And the dunk by James.
Getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Floats it up for James. An emphatic LU jam.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Brooklyn with the ball on the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Rozier. Olynyk is out there with Zeller. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Brown, and it's small forward.
And fantastic length. The touch on the jump shot. Almost impossible to stop McHale from mid-range.
And here is Rozier. Brown outside. No good that time. Anthony with the defensive effort.
Yeah, easy call.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Brooklyn. And Olynyk kicks to Rozier. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Ewing. Ewing's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gay passes to McHale. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
Second team foul.
And that one falls for McHale. And Brooklyn making a change here. Oden's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Green, he's checked in for Olynyk. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Smart against Irving. Smart misses. Brooklyn with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And Green gets it to go.
Just a heads-up play by Smart, pushing the ball ahead. He knows not to hold that ball when someone has a good look ahead.
And Gay has incredible lift on these dunks. Tremendous at slamming it in when given room to fly.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shot by Zeller, no good. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 10-2 run here. And finished off by Gay.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Irving against Smart. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And then for Boston, Al Horford, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Jay Crowder comes in for Green. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Rozier. Here's Brown. And a missed layup. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Some changes for Brooklyn. Ewing comes in for Greg Oden. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Anthony. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Thomas, no luck. Brooklyn with the ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Here's Ewing. And it falls over the rim and in.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
There's Thomas with the three. And it's Gay with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Right side Horford. Outside Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. The three. Again, the miss by the Celtics. So it's Brooklyn now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. They get it again. Ewing. And the layup's good off the glass. Ewing's got 6 in the quarter.
And Ewing with that size really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nice ball movement by Boston. Left side, Horford shoots a fader. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Here's McHale, and it's McHale finishing it off.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
14 foul.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas.
You got to be crafty to succeed in this league. At 5'9", Thomas is just that, a skilled, savvy point guard.
Griffin's checked in for Rudy Gay. Here's Griffin. Yep, it counts.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Right side Horford. Great defense that time from Ewing. Here's Griffin. And that one is good.
And don't expect Griffin to get stopped by some contact. He's always ready for the physicality.
Now Thomas. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really...
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got LeBron James. Curry is out there with Robertson. Then it's Bird, and it's Eaton in at the center. And for Cleveland, the duo inside, Love and Thompson. Smith is out there with Thomas, and it's LeBron in at the 3. Here's LeBron. Tries again. And Eaton gets it to go.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now here is Smith. LeBron outside. From outside the arc. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
You see there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
James with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move
to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Basket good.
Well, you got to try and do your best to get Kevin Love out of the paint because this guy is so adept at using his frame and his strength to get that kind of inside position.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Thomas kicks to Love. Shoots the three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Bird with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's James in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
And Thomas, here we go. It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
The line for your home team, Isaiah Thomas. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And LeBron throws it down.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
Love outside. Back to Thomas. Got a piece of it. Driving to the basket. And he lays it straight in.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's LeBron. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is. Rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Thomas kicks to Love. Kept alive. Kicks it out to James. Latrey. It's good from long range. LeBron's got 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
James the pass to Eaton. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Derrick Rose is checked in for J.R. Smith. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Ewing's checked in for James. Rose surveying the D. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Outside Rose. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Bird. Lets it go with a 3. Curry kicks to Bird. From deep. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Korver in for Thomas. McHale's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Stephen Curry. Now here's Rose. Still scoreless. And that one good.
Well, this guy is such a strong decision maker. Derrick Rose with the mid-range jumper. Yes, that's in my bag as well.
And it's slammed in by McHale.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. James outside. 3-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Bird from the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's James. He has 6. Love dishes to Rose. It's rebounded by Oscar Robertson. Brooklyn leading by 11. Out to Bird. Takes the three. Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Ewing.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Korver passes to Rose. From deep three-point land. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So with LeBron on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Kyle Korver, Kevin Love out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Calderon in at the 1 spot. Now Clarkson. And it's Irving with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 15. Bird kicks to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Irving. Launches a three. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Ewing finds McHale. Thompson from long range. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Bird's got 3 assists in the game. It's Calderon with the ball for Cleveland. And stolen by Thompson. Oh, the lob to Irving. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Klay Thompson understanding how to read the floor and make the right choice. Yes, he can score it, but good vision there.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Nancy's checked in for Frye. James comes in for Kyle Korver. J.R. Smith's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Rose in for Jose Calderon. And then for Brooklyn, Greg Oden. He's checked in for Ewing. LeBron comes in for McHale. And it's Robertson in for Klay Thompson. And it's good, 2 points.
Now, the very definition of unselfish. LeBron could score every time, but you see his affinity for getting his teammates involved.
James, and he finishes nicely on the layup. James has got 12 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Green, he's checked in for Larry Nance. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Brooklyn leading by 18. Here's LeBron. Green with the rebound. LeBron against Bird. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the wide open shot from Green. That falls. Great assist by Love.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistently.
And that one, good. 14 points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
James in the post. Bird's there. The shot's good from LeBron.
And one of those players who will not be denied. LeBron's so strong inside.
And it's Greg Oden with the finish.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Here's James. He's got 8. The 3. It's hauled in by Bird. Brooklyn leading by 17. It's taken away by Smith. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. James looking it over. Pass to Green. James dishes to Love. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Thomas comes in for Rose. Here's Curry. 1:14 left in the first half. Here's LeBron, and stolen by Love. Smith finds James. Back to Smith. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Smith loves pulling up from 3. Never scared to fire when he's out beyond.
Out to the right wing. Ron right side. Back to Curry. Curry from 3.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Smith kicks to Thompson. Outside Thomas. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. They led the game at 1 point by 20. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Thomas. That one goes in. Thomas got 6.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And the rejection by LeBron. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. LeBron against Love. LeBron can't get it to go. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. Brooklyn leads by 16. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Bird is out there with James. Then there's Robertson. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Eaton in at the 5 spot. Smith for 3. No good. Brooklyn leading by 16. Outside for Curry. Over LeBron. The shot by Curry. No good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. James. LeBron going to work inside.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
James with some nice D. Into the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Robertson.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Here's epic move by LeBron.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Well, wide open look for Love. Good on the three-point shot. Love's got 7.
There's a certain rhythm and pace to the way Kevin Love plays the game. He knows when to spot up off the pass.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. To the inside. Good, and the assist goes to James. He has 6. Cleveland trails by 14. Here's Thomas. Curry with the rebound.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort. Not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening. Now, the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
LeBron with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Eaton misses.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Thomas passes to Love. No good on the triple. Brooklyn leading by 13 and stolen by Thomas. Thompson dishes to Smith. Outside Thomas. Pass to Love. Puts up a deep 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. LeBron slashes inside. Sweet little floater. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter.
LeBron James just reads the floor so well. If a lane opens, he will exploit it and get to the cup off the drive.
Derrick Rose is checked in for the Cavaliers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Ewing's checked in. Now here's Rose.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Thomas kicks to Rose. It's stolen by Curry. 1:51 left in the third.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Thompson misses. Brooklyn with the ball. He lobs it up. And then Ewing with the jam.
Obviously a great athlete, but the length of Ewing also helps on those alley-oops there. Throw it up his way, and the rest is easy.
Now here's Rose. And there's the foul. It'll go on Patrick Ewing. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Korver's checked in.
Number 26.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Thomas, so an open look. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Brooklyn leading by 17. Pass to Eaton. Now here's Bird. James covering. Curry passes to Ewing. From the arc. And they'll get another chance. From downtown. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Eaton. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
Timeout. And they've got to find a way to change that.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. For the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Clarkson comes in for James. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here's Korver. Nothing on the board. Here's Clarkson. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
McHale for 3, and the 3 ball is good. McHale's got 5 points so far.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Out to Bird, the 3 ball. gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 11.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so it's Brooklyn, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
LeBron James.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So with Thomas sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Channing Frye out there with Larry Nance. Then it's James. And it's Smith. And it's Rose in at the point. Deflects the pass. And here's Frye from the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. McHale on the wing. James covering. Robertson kicks to James. Irving dishes to LeBron. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. McHale can't get it to go. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Cleveland. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Green, he's checked in for Nance. And then for Brooklyn, Greg Oden. He's checked in for Ewing. Carmelo Anthony comes in for LeBron. And it's Thompson in for Robertson. Outside Anthony. On the wing, Irving. LeBron against Anthony. Shoots over James. Oden kicks to Anthony. Over LeBron. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Anthony's got his first 2 points.
No, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
And Anthony sends it back. Here's Irving. Can't hit from in close. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Green inside the three-point line. McHale with the rebound. McHale's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The fadeaway, and Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
Here's Smith. That one off the back iron and out. Anthony against James. Shot on the wing, and Anthony with the basket on the assist by McHale. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
You know, Melo's so consistent with that shooting form. It's really hard for him to get into a slump.
Here's Rose. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
A great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Frye. Kevin Love comes in for Green. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for J.R. Smith. Love finds James. Back to Love.
2 minutes.
To the paint. Here's Thomas. And Thompson sends it back.
Klay Thompson is elite on the defensive end. He's got length, smarts, quickness, you name it.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And Greg Oden gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Smith checked in for Cleveland. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Gay comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Pass to Thompson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
You just get a sense how comfortable Blake Griffin is when he is near the cup. Makes it look effortless.
Knocked away. Griffin with the steal. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Thomas kicks to LeBron to stop the run. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin looking it over, driving the lane. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
What you love about Blake Griffin, first and foremost, this guy is a tremendous competitor. Puts it on the deck off the drive. Nice.
Outside Thomas. Back to Smith. On the wing, James. He's covered by Gay. Clock at 6. Thompson finds Thomas. Outside, James. Trains the three-pointer.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James in the post. He's covered by Gay. Good, nice job down low.
I'll tell you, that's a nice job by LeBron to keep that ball safe and secure on his way to the cup.
And here's Griffin. Oden a screen on Love. Griffin, and the shot goes down.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's Brooklyn Heat. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Bird is out there with Griffin. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Robertson. And it's Eaton into the center, filling out the middle. And for Phoenix, Isaiah Thomas out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Morris. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Morris in at the small forward. What a special time for Marcus and Markieff Morris. Coming out here, playing together again on the same team.
Well, they grew up playing together and then had a few years together on the Suns. Definitely familiar with each other's style of play.
Right, they're both from Philadelphia. They both played at Kansas. Maybe a little brotherly rivalry, too.
Oh, you can count on it. And for a year there, Marcus was with the Clippers and Markieff was with the Lakers, so should be a fun story to follow.
Griffin's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Thomas, and he makes that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And don't expect Griffin to get stopped by some contact. He's always ready for the physicality.
Thomas passes to Len. Back to Thomas. Morris with a screen on Curry. Thomas, no luck. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And the layup is good. Griffin's got his second basket.
And Griffin has so much confidence in his scoring ability, especially when he's near the basket.
Thomas finds Len. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Thomas against Curry. Thomas passes to Len. Clock at 4. Lets it fly from 18. Eaton grabs the miss. And here's Brooklyn. It's a three-point game. Griffin attacking.
Power and explosion. That's Griffin's edge.
Griffin's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Morris outside. Back to Thomas. Rebound, Brooklyn. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
He gets it in there.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now, here's Bullock. Rejected by Robertson. They get it back. Launches it. A nice shot by Tucker. It's a tie ball game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Phoenix making a change here. Curry's checked in. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Brooklyn. And Ewing slams it in.
And how about the vision there from the Big O guys? Beautiful.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Suns. Outside Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Curry deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. That's Oscar Robertson with the rebound. Ewing finds Curry. Out to Bird. Lets the 3 fly. The three-pointer is right on target. Bird's got 6.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Len with a screen on Curry. Tipped away. Robertson with the steal. Curry gets the bucket.
Understanding where he needs to be. Curry way out ahead that time.
1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Len. and they get it. Oh, that's blocked. Robertson drives in. Count it.
And inefficient defense there, guys. If there's one thing you want to try and take away from Robertson, it's the dribble drive.
Now, here's Thomas. And Tucker kicks to Morris. Now Curry. Pass to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. Thomas gets the bucket.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Robertson off target with the jump hook. Phoenix trails by 6. Over to the wing. Right side, Thomas. Good on the bucket. He has 7. Here's Curry. Bird looking it over. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Brooklyn, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
They've got Miller, Gerald Green out there with Curry. Then it's P.J. Tucker, and it's Granger in at the 3. Who's out there for Phoenix. Tucker can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Bird. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
I can't think of a shot or move that Larry Bird doesn't have in his arsenal.
Bird's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. Curry against Thompson. Curry kicks to Miller. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Green. Here's Curry with the 3. Off the left rim and out. Irving dishes to Bird. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Suns. On the wing, Granger. He can't get that one. Some solid defense there from McHale. Here's Irving. That's good, and Ewing with the assist. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
So for the Suns, Marcus Morris is checked in for Miller. Markieff Morris comes in for Danny Granger. And Smith subbed in for Curry. And then for Brooklyn, Lopez, he's checked in for Ewing. Griffin comes in for McHale. And it's Robertson in for Klay Thompson. Curry's checked in for the Suns. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Crafty move. Rejected by Robertson. And Griffin scores. The assist by Bird. Griffin's got 8 points. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Curry. No scoring in this one to end the run. Again, Curry missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Curry. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Green outside, and it's Griffin with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Now here's Griffin. 6 to shoot. Screen by Bird. The shot's good from Griffin. 12 points for him.
Griffin has brought the energy tonight. You could tell in warm-ups he was ready.
Right side, Green. And it's Green slamming it down.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Brooklyn.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. So for the Suns, Danny Granger is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Reggie Bullock comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Seth Curry. Stephen Curry is checked in for Brooklyn. Now here's Curry. Here's Griffin. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Griffin's got 15.
And what makes Blake so dangerous, in addition to the athleticism, is he can also nail the jumper from outside.
And the basket by Thomas. 1:11 left to play in the first half. Griffin against Morris. Pulls it from the elbow. That shot by Griffin, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Granger passes to Morris for the three. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Bullock passes to Thomas. Morris kicks to Granger. 32 seconds left to play here in the half. Thomas finds Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Brooklyn leading by 20. Banked in off the glass. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping him.
Thomas surveying the D. Morris dishes to Thomas. Back to Morris. It's Thomas, high post. Three-pointer. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Blake Griffin getting it done for Brooklyn. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
They're thinking about the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Robertson is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Bird. And it's Griffin. And it's Eaton in its center. Brooklyn leading by 19. Griffin attacking. And then jammed down as he goes right over Markieff Morris.
Well, anyone looking for highlights? Because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
Thomas passes to Morris. Suns moving the ball around. Back to Tucker. And it's Bullock in the corner. Pass to Thomas. And it's Bullock in the corner. A floater. It's rebounded by Oscar Robertson. Robertson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Griffin. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Griffin's got 19 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 12. Bullock kicks to Morris. Now here's Tucker. Bird cover. Tucker can't get it to go. Tucker's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Griffin. Morris with the block. And they're able to recover.
And known for his explosiveness, Griffin also possesses that reliable jumper and is also a really good passer at that position.
Green, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Blake Griffin hits them both. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And the Suns call time.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Tucker inside. Bird's there. And the rejection by Bird. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, man. Griffin is a monster around the rim.
Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Phoenix. Outside, Green. Pass to Tucker. Now, here's Green. Outside, Thomas. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Green. Rejected by Robertson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Griffin passes to Robertson. Rebounded by Tucker. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now here's Griffin. D right on him. In the corner, it's Bird. Connects from three-point range. Bird's got 14.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch-and-shoot game.
Now here's Green. Robertson with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And yes, it's good. Bird's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the passing skills of Griffin, impressive. Great job there finding his teammate.
Over in the corner, Green. Back to Tucker. Morris with a screen on Bird. To the middle, trying to get something going. Great D that time from Griffin.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
It's good. Griffin's got 25 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
1:21 left to play in the third. And the shot is good. He's got 27.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Now here's Green. Here's Thomas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
You got to be crafty to succeed in this league. At 5'9", Thomas is just that, a skilled, savvy point guard.
Some changes for Phoenix. Miller's checked in for Alex Len. Granger comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Green. And Griffin scores. The assist by Thompson.
The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
Irving with the steal. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Back to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Good D by Miller.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Thomas dishes to Bullock. Takes a three. Drills the three-pointer. Bullock's got 5 points so far. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 19-5 run. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
So strong. Griffin absorbs the contact like it's nothing.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Curry with it. Still yet to score. Tucker a screen. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Brooklyn going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Markieff Morris. Curry is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Danny Granger. And it's Morris in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in. Here's McHale. It's hauled in by the Suns. And here is Curry. Morris outside. McHale with some nice D. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for...
Oh, yes! Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Outside Curry. For 3. Rebounded by McHale. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Ewing slams it in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Thompson against Curry. Pass to Morris. Down low. Morris kicks to Morris. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Phoenix making some changes. Lenz checked in for Marcus Morris. P.J. Tucker comes in for Warren. And Thomas subbed in for Seth Curry. Brook Lopez is checked in for Brooklyn. Gay comes in for Anthony. McHale for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Suns on offense. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Thomas against Thompson. Thomas passes to Len. Back to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. Brooklyn with the rebound. McHale's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Irving finds Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And I love it when Lopez attacks inside. Even with contact, he can find a way to score.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And here's Gay outside. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Gay's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Gay is quick at getting his shot off. Can't give this guy any separation, even as the pass is coming his way.
Pass to Bullock. Now, here's Tucker. Bullock kicks to Morris. Thompson against Thomas. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Thomas got 19 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Patrick Ewing's checked in for Brooklyn. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And one other thing, I love how comfortable they are looking to operate from mid-range. There's no qualms about taking those wide-open jumpers.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
With some arc, Gay can't get it to go. Ewing the pass to Irving. Shoots over Bullock. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Ewing.
Patrick Ewing.
Ewing's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Thomas. Rebounded by McHale. McHale's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Thompson from deep three-point land. Rebounded by Tucker. Thomas against Irving. Thomas kicks to Bullock. From past the arc. Kevin McHale pulls it in. Brooklyn with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. That one drops for him.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
There's Thomas with the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Gay with it. Guarded now by Morris. McHale for 3. And they recover it. Ewing dishes to McHale. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving up top. Covered by Morris. Thompson for the triple. Drills it from outside.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Outside Thomas. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sideline. Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Lowry, Scola out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Hayes in at center, locking down the middle. And for Brooklyn, Robertson is out there with Curry. Then there's Bird. Then there's Griffin. And it's Eaton in at the center. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And Bird, here we go. And it's Bird with the jam.
I can't think of a shot or move that Larry Bird doesn't have in his arsenal.
Lowry against Curry. Puts up a 3. A shot by Lowry, no good. And Curry.
Is powerful.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Here's McGrady. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Curry's shot is off. On offense, here are the Rockets. Here's Temple. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he sinks the second. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Bird. And no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The focus and confidence Lowry has, realizing when to rise up and catch the D off guard.
Now here's finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. McGrady against Bird. Here's Griffin. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist.
And Griffin has so much confidence in his scoring ability, especially when he's near the basket.
Lowry passes to Scola. Here's Temple. Pass to McGrady. Sinks the three-pointer. McGrady's got 5.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
The shot's good from Griffin.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Temple following the basket by Blake Griffin. He can't get it to go. Hayes trying to break free. And again, Blake Griffin. He's got 6. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Lowry. Pass to Hayes. Scola sets a screen for Hayes. The 9-foot shot. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 1:43 left to play in the first. They get it back. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
And don't expect Griffin to get stopped by some contact. He's always ready for the physicality.
Houston trails by 3. Outside, Scola. Pass to Temple. Houston moving the ball around. Here's McGrady. Hits it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Houston with a big group substitution here. Carl Landry's checked in for Hayes. Adier comes in for McGrady. Martin's checked in for Garrett Temple. And it's Brooks in for Kyle Lowry. Now, here is Bird. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson.
And how about the vision there from the Big O, guys? Beautiful.
55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Scola. Rebound, Brooklyn. Inside. And it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Outside, Martin. .35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Misses from short range. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Irving. And the layup falls.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And it's Houston's ball. Outside, Martin. Shot clock at 6. And Ewing with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing.
Substitution for the Rockets. Brian Cook. Tracy McGrady.
2 on the clock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So with Lowry on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Carl Landry is out there with Brian Cook. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Martin in at the shooting guard position.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Brooklyn leading by 8. And it's Ewing penetrating. Thompson for 3. Landry grabs the miss. Rockets on offense. Here's McGrady. Buries the long-range jumper. McGrady's got 11.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And he's good on the three ball.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Shane Battier is checked in for Houston. Now here's Brooks, still without a basket. This one for three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Bird. There's the drive, and it's in there. Bird's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Brooklyn with the ball. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Ewing, good.
How about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Looking to end the run. And Ewing sends it back. Oh, the lob to Irving. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Cook. Shoots over Ewing. The Rockets again can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 14. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Irving throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston with a big group substitution here. Hayes is checked in for Cook. Scola comes in for Carl Landry. Garrett Temple is checked in for Shane Battier. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Aaron Brooks. Now here's Lowry. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land. Lowry's got 6.
And in getting that three to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Brooklyn.
Brooklyn making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ewing. Robertson comes in for Bird. And Curry subbed in for Thompson. Curry against Lowry. Curry kicks to Lopez. Outside Griffin. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
And what makes Blake so dangerous, in addition to the athleticism, is he can also nail the jumper from outside.
Now here is Lowry. 6 points for him. McGrady outside. Over Irving. Griffin grabs the board. Brooklyn leading by 16. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down hard.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Rockets. McGrady a screen on Curry. Lowry for 3. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lowry's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Irving drives in, and Dr. J slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Now, here is McGrady. 11 points in the game. Lowry passes to Hayes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. McGrady.
You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Here's Lopez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Now, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
Houston making a switch here. Battier's checked in. Now here is Lowry. He has 6. Hayes finds Lowry. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. Hayes the pass to Battier. Lowry inside the line. Rebound, Brooklyn. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And then Irving slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Here's Lowry. Pulls up on the wing. He can't hit that time. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Brooklyn with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Griffin. Robertson is out there with Curry. And it's Bird. And it's Eaton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And here's Houston. Now Lowry, fast to Hayes. Lowry setting the pick for Hayes. In the corner, it's Temple. Bird against McGrady. The 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Here's McGrady. No good on the 3. Brooklyn leading by 23. And it's blocked. Now here is Lowry, guarded closely. Back to McGrady, shoots over Bird. The Rockets again can't hit. McGrady's gotten 5 shots in 13 tries. Here's Griffin. And he makes good on the layup. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Griffin has brought the energy tonight. You could tell in warm-ups he was ready.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Timeout called, the Rockets. To Hayes. Outside Lowry. McGrady with the ball. 5 on the clock. Sinks the triple. McGrady's got 17.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Luis Scola. For Brooklyn, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Brooks checked in for the Rockets.
2 shots.
Griffin hits them both.
And known for his explosiveness, Griffin also possesses that reliable jumper and is also a really good passer at that position.
Pass to Hayes. And here is Brooks. Scola sets a screen for Brooks. Now here is McGrady. Elbow shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. McGrady's got 19 points.
He's got all the shots. McGrady makes the mid-range look easy.
And that one's good, Griffin.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Rockets. From downtown, Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Tracy McGrady. First personal foul.
Griffin hits them both. Here is Lowry. He has 6. McGrady outside. Misses the 3. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. Power and explosion. That's Griffin's edge.
Here is Brooks, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Pass to Lowry. Back to Brooks. All sorts of time. The Rockets with another miss. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Now here's Scola. He has yet to score. Doesn't go that time. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Curry can't get it to go. Pass to Hayes. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An even 3-on-3 break. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Bird finds Griffin. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Martin against Irving. Nifty move. And it's finished off inside by Martin.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Blake Griffin getting it done for Brooklyn. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Lowry on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Carl Landry is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Brian Cook. Then it's Brooks. And it's Martin in at the two-guard position. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Cook. Stolen by Ewing. Anthony against McGrady. Anthony with the bucket. Rockets on offense. McGrady passes to Landry. Here's the three. Good on the triple. McGrady's got 22.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
The drive by Brooks. 2 points. That one goes. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people. But look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Luis Scola. He's checked in for Carl Landry. Shot's good by Anthony.
And how do you guard this? It's hard to stop the turnaround J when it's done like that.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. McGrady kicks to Cook. Shoots over Ewing. And it's Cook missing. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And this is why you can't give Anthony a lane, because this guy will run all over you.
Martin dishes to Lowry. Martin wide open. He fires. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Here's Anthony. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
From about 19 feet, out of bounds, Houston takes possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Lopez comes in for Patrick Ewing. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Anthony. The Rockets also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for Cook. Scola comes in for Shane Battier. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Kevin Martin. Good work there as it goes.
Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
Irving for three. Rockets with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. McGrady outside. No good from outside. Thompson outside. And finished off by Rose.
The team first mentality of Thompson. When someone on his squad is open, he finds them.
Lowry against Rose. Lowry passes to McGrady. Three-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
Yeah, we could feel that one all the way over here. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Ewing's checked in for Brooklyn. Gay comes in for Thompson.
Patrick Ewing.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Rose scanning the floor. And there's the drive. Ewing inside. Covered by Hayes. Irving from long range. Rebounded by Luis Scola. And here is McGrady. Rose with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Here's Temple. He's covered by Irving. And Temple kicks to Hayes. Clock at 6. Here's Temple. Some solid defense there from Irving. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rose. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And Rose continuing to hone that jump shot. That's where he can take his game to the next level.
McGrady is screen on Rose. McGrady outside. Over Gay. The shot by McGrady, no good. Lowry against Rose. Over Lowry. True on the 14-footer.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. A look at the opening lineup for Washington. We've got Trevor Ariza, and it's Beal in at the point guard position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Blake Griffin, and it's Robertson in at the shooting guard. And Brooklyn with possession here. Here's Bird. And a nice finish on the layup.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Griffin wants to involve his teammates as much as he can.
Here's Beal. It's hauled in by Eaton. Here's Robertson. Pass to Griffin. Takes it inside. Here's Bird. Hits the three-pointer. Bird's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Beal against Curry. Beal with it. The shot off that time. Launches it. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Beal. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Temple. Inside. Here's Nene. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Griffin. And Robertson gets it to go.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Beal. Brooklyn pulls it in. The three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Griffin. Another shot. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And Washington making a change here. Brown's checked in.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Brown. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Beal. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Eaton. Eaton's got 4 rebounds now. Curry gets the bucket.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
Washington trails by 8. Now a timeout called by Washington.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Smith, he's checked in for Brown. The home team on D. Ariza passes to Smith. Back to Ariza. Here's Temple. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown, he's checked in for Washington.
Substitution on the floor.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Pass to Irving. The fadeaway. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching. A perfect game plan.
Here's Gortat. Here's Beal. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Beal's got 5 now.
The mid-range jumper is a handy tool for Beal. A lot of his shots come from that area. He's got a ton of confidence in it. Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Here's Temple following the bucket by Brooklyn. And Beal hits from deep. Give him 8.
Woo, Ooh, the air is thin out there. I mean, Beal is a very accurate deep shooter, and that forces defenders out or they'll pay.
And that one's good. Irving.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Curry with the block.
Great defense from Curry. When he comes up with the block, it really fires him up. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Brooklyn leading by 12. Pass to Ewing. And Gortat pulls it down.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Brown gets the bucket.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide-open man.
Out to the wing. Here's Ewing. It's rebounded by Washington.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Beal. It's good from about 19 feet. And so it's Brooklyn, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
So on the floor for the Wizards, they've got Otto Porter. He's out there with Smith. And it's Harrington in at the 3. 4 on the clock. Smith finds Porter. Jacks up a 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Now here's Smith. It's picked off. Here's Ewing. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And he hammers in the reverse slam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Here's Harrington. Rebounded by Lopez. Brooklyn leading by 14. Irving, the pass to Lopez. Here's Bird. That three's off the mark. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Porter looks it over. And here's Smith. Pass to Gooden. Now here's Porter. Shot clock at 5. A shot from the high post. And the basket by Gooden. And so Thompson will bring it up for Brooklyn. And it's Bird missing. And he jams it home with authority.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Now here's Smith. Pass to Nene. Porter with it. Rebounded by Lopez. Out to Thompson. And here's Griffin outside. This one for 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Washington trails by 17. Pass to Harrington. From 15 feet away. Count it. Good. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Start it.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Curry. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Curry's gotten his second bucket.
Using the mid-range area of the floor, Curry, an offensive mastermind.
Pass to Temple. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Outside Curry. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Washington trails by 14. Beal from outside. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
3-level score. Beal can make every type of shot, and he's made a lot of them tonight.
Brown passes to Beal. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Curry. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Curry's got 6 points.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Shoots from the baseline. That doesn't go either for Beal. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Griffin driving to the basket, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And just staying in control. This is Griffin's mindset, keeping his balance even when the D is present.
Three-pointer, Beal. That doesn't go either for Beal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Robertson. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 5 points in the game.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
A volume three-point shooter, Beal knows he has the green light to shoot threes whenever he wants.
Here's Lopez. Banked it in off the glass. And Brooklyn leads by 16.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Beal, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Brooklyn in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. How about Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game?
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to stop.
Oh! Wow! A little extra spice on that one from Griffin, showing off his athleticism for all the fans.
Beal, the pass to Ariza. Back to Beal. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Eaton. Eaton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Out to the right wing. Here's Robertson. Nails it from beyond the arc. Robertson's got 8.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. About a minute played here in the second half. Washington again can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 21. Here's Curry in the air. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now a timeout called by Washington.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Here's Temple. Gortat passes to Ariza. To stop the run, connects from downtown. Ariza's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Bird. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Beal. Brooklyn pulls it in. Outside Curry. Lets the three fly. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And what an answer from Beal. Love seeing him sink the triple.
Fades back. Eaton passes to Bird. Shoots a fadeaway. Can't get it to drop. And it's Washington with the ball. Beal, no good. Brooklyn leading by 23. And there's the lob. And Griffin slams it in.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Pass to Gortat. Here's Temple. Here's the three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Bird's got 4 rebounds now. Griffin outside. Right at the free throw line. And the jumper is on the mark. Griffin's got 6 points in the quarter.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Pass to Nene. Here's Temple. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. The 3 ball. The rebound by Robertson. Robertson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Griffin outside. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And right now, Griffin has it going. Keep feeding that big man. He's got the hot hand.
Curry against Beal. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Eaton. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. And it's Bird missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Griffin. Eaton passes to Griffin. Goes up again. And the layup is good. Griffin's got 10 points here in the second half.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Pass to Gortat. Here's Temple. Fires for 3. On target from range. Temple's got 6.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, good physical play by Griffin. Staying with it despite the aggressive defense and taking his shot.
And so he hits both. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Collins outside. Now here's Smith. Pass to Harrington. Now Porter. Shot clock at 6. Gooden, pass to Porter. Launches a 3. that shot off. And so it's Brooklyn cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. The hustle they've shown on defense has... And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They've got Thompson, and it's Irving in at the 2. Drills it from deep. Anthony's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
And Washington making a change here. Davis has checked in.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Pass to Gooden. Brooklyn pulls it in. Anthony outside. Offensive board. Thompson passes to McHale. Three-pointer, Anthony. Harrington with a rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Elbow shot. He can't hit that time. Thompson against Smith. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Pass to Harrington. And there's a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the floor.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
There's the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. Lopez, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Rose comes in for Anthony. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Here's Temple, guarded by Rose. Lets it go from 14, and it's Temple missing. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
They get it again. Out to Rose. Thompson outside. Hits the trifecta.
And this is Thompson's game. His coaches and teammates love seeing him shoot off the catch.
Pass to Nene. Swatted away. Thompson scanning the floor. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Beal against Rose. And Beal hits it from deep. Beal's got 22 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
To the inside. Here's Gortat. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Gortat's got his first points in this one.
That's just a great
Oh, my goodness.
What a dunk.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Pass to Ariza. Uncovered. And he gets that one.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Here's Thompson. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Thompson's got 10 points in the quarter.
No surprise here. Thompson's talent as a shooter making him a constant scoring threat.
Three-pointer, Beal. It's rebounded by McHale.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Rose. And the layup falls.
And hey, that's a hard shot. But Rose can absolutely get it done and close on good defense.
Beal, the pass to Gortat. Shot from the top of the key. And the jumper is good.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Here's Rose. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Temple. Thompson with a steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Rose. Thompson outside. Out to Rose. The three is up. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this